Good.
You work here?
No. Do you work here?
I work in this town.
All right.
Just trying to figure out why you're hanging out right here by
Well,
the door.
just using the internet.
Oh, okay. Do you just have your ID real quick on you, and then I'll be on my way?
Sure. May I see your ID as well?
Here's my badge number, and here's my name.
I can't see your name.
It's Officer William Smith. If you like, I give you my business card before I leave.
Sure. Yeah, let's see it.
Okay, do you have your ID on you first, and I'll change with you?
May I see your ID in exchange?
I just told you.
What'd you tell me?
I said, I'll hand you my card if you hand me your ID.
Yeah, if you want to exchange IDs, I'm
Okay.
down for doing
Where's your
that.
ID at?
Well, where's yours?
Bring it out right here. I'm not going to put it in your hand until you give it to me.
Well, I'm not going to put it in your hand until you give me yours.
Why are you being like this, dude?
I'm just asking for a fair trade here.
Right here, see?
Your ID?
I'm not going to give you my driver's license.
Well, then,
I'm going to give you my business card.
how are we going to make a fair trade then?
So the issue right now is we have a lot of people who break in this library. That's why I'm contacting you.
Yeah. Sure, you got a full report on that I can look at.
Of course. You can look at a couple of them.
Yep.
I don't have them with me, but you can request them at the police department.
All right. When was the last one that happened?
I don't know, not my reports. I just know it's been broken into.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird, huh?
Yeah, it's too bad. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, me too.
So is that the crime?
What, for me contacting you? Well, you're hanging out here by the front door.
Yeah, guilty as charged.
So do you have your ID on you?
Do you have your ID on you?
I do have my ID on you.
You don't have your ID. You have your ID on me?
No. I have this, and I'll give it to you, but...
Okay. You said your name is Williams?
Yes, Officer William Smith.
Your first name is William?
William, correct.
And your last name
What's
is
your
Smith?
name, dude?
Well, all right. If you don't want to, do you want to exchange IDs?
What's your name?
Okay. Well, I could just tell you my name, I guess.
Okay.
Sure. It's you said your name is William Smith. Okay.
Let me guess, your name's William Smith too.
It is?
No, what's it?
Well, I just confirmed.
I don't get why you're being like this.
What?
You're being such an asshole.
I'm an asshole?
Yeah.
I was just trying to find out who you are and stuff. How long have you been on the force?
I just told you who I am.
How long have you worked on the force?
I'm not going to answer any more of your questions until you give me ID.
Well, that doesn't sound very fair. Why should I answer?
Of course not.
Why should I answer your...
So if I go around this whole building, it's not going to be broken into?
I can't confirm or deny anything.
Is this your bag?
Yep, that's mine.
Okay.
Yep. How long have you been on the force? You can't
I'm not
answer
going to answer
that?
any more of your questions.
All right, then why should I be answering your questions? If you...
I already gave you enough information.
That's a pretty
dude.
simple question.
I already gave you enough information.
Is
that your car over there too?
Then I guess I've already given you enough information
as well. Is that your car over there too?
I've already given you enough information as well.
Nice. Okay.
If you refuse, you can't even tell me like who your supervisor. Can you tell me who your supervisor?
Sergeant Albanese.
So okay, does he have a first name?
Sergeant Albanese.
Albanese.
His first name is Sergeant.
Okay. All right, and you took an oath with your police department?
I did. To make sure, to uphold the law and make sure people aren't breaking in the stores or libraries and whatnot.
All right. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's it's pretty good internet still. Yeah, if you have to check around, whatever. I mean.
Just check in the library. WMA, approximately 6 feet tall, beard with a brown hat, brown jacket, and black jeans, brown shoes.
Did you get a call, or did you just kind of show up? Did somebody call you?
Well, originally there's no cars ever parked out here.
Okay, so you just
someone hanging out right here.
Yeah.
At this time of night looks weird to me.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm checking up on
but
you.
I was
to
just
make sure no one's not going to break into this library again.
You're giving me the impression that you just kind of showed up and there was no calls, no
You are correct. There was no calls.
Okay, all right.
I was proactive police.
No, that's fine. That's just there's a difference, but
I'm sure if you
either way.
if you owned a library and there was someone hanging out, you'd want the police to check up on him, make sure he wasn't going to break in your library again.
Yeah, it's public property, so it's
Actually, it's right here. Is owned by the city?
Yeah, it's part of the public. It's public.
Yeah, it's private property, but it's open to the public.
Yeah, it's just people stop by and drop off books. And,
usually, when the library is open, there's nowhere to drop off a book right here.
Well, not in this.
You mind hanging out with him real quick? I'm gonna do a check around the library. He's using the Wi-Fi.
Okay.
So I'm refusing ID.
No worries.
All right.
What's going on, man?
Not much. What's your name?
Officer Rosete.
Rosete? Oh, you're the supervisor, I think. That's what I was told, at least. But he wouldn't give me your first name. I just asked who the supervisor was, and I think I recall him saying Rosete or something.
Oh, no, that's not me.
Oh.
I could pretend, but.
Yeah, I mean, every cop is individually their own supervisor or whatever.
I hear you. So you're just using the Wi-Fi?
Well, I mean, yeah, it's still working on, just kind of using it. So.
Yeah, it's kind of free, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's free. Yeah, there's no password. I believe it shuts off at a certain time, but
Right.
it's not shut off now. So
No worries.
I get carried away sometimes on the internet.
You and me both.
There's just things that get interesting, news articles or whatever, and
Right. Yeah.
as the time goes by kind of fast.
Yeah.
So.
You're just so in depth into the internet.
Yeah, I mean, I have no reason to go inside because what I want is on my computers. On my computers, so it's whatever you're worried about that's in there. You're not going to find my fingerprints on it.
Right.
So.
And for me, I don't know why he stopped you, but I mean, if it were me, it's late in the evening, in front of the library, and it's not typical for this area.
Yeah, it's not typical. All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't notice anybody else besides myself, and
Right.
it has been so quiet around here that deer could just pass right in front. So, if they're comfortable to walk around, you're not going to find, probably not going to find much activity.
No.
So yeah, I guess my activity is pretty unusual.
Right. I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah, what you're coming from, is everybody suspects at night when these buildings aren't open
Occupied,
or whatever.
yeah.
But I'm telling you, that there's free Wi-Fi.
Right.
I'm just,
Are
using
you from around Pacifica?
I'm traveling.
Oh, okay.
That's,
I just wanted to let you know down on Lindemar there's a Starbucks, and it's closed. You could have waited out there, and it's in the shopping center, and it would have been a lot less suspicious. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm okay. Yeah. Yeah, at Safeway's got Wi-Fi. There's all kinds of different places. But if I wanted to upload something, it's actually pretty fast here.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, like after we're done or whenever we finish, I'm gonna upload this video, and it's faster on this Wi-Fi.
Well, it's because you're the only one using it. That's why.
Is it how that works? Because
I think that because
people say there's too many people, too many computers, then it slows it down. But
Yep.
I guess.
Well, you gotta understand you gotta think of it as like a hose. The more branches on the hose.
Have you studied this? Are you consider yourself an expert on this? Because,
no, it's from what I've read.
Yeah, I've read that too, and it's just like
you just gotta understand the flow of the internet. If you have too many branches coming out of the hose, it slows, at the end result, it's slower.
Some libraries actually take extreme measures with that. In what you're saying, how you're describing, they'll assign you a number. There's only 10 people allowed on the internet, and you got to wait till somebody gets offline.
Right.
And I don't know if that's really how it works.
How else would you explain it?
Well, everybody's using it differently. Not everybody's downloading at the same time.
True.
So you got to factor that. It's
true.
Me when I want to upload this video when this is over, it's really fast. And if everybody was uploading, I guess, playing games or something.
Yeah. Because the internet, it's a lot of give and go.
Yeah, that's it. It's a gate thing.
Yeah.
Something, and yeah, cause, think, if there's too many computers on it at the same time, it's, I don't know, that there's something I don't understand about it. I just use it. That's it.
I know you and me both, man.
And we got all these electronic, businesses, all these, corporations around with experts just running all over the place.
Oh yeah, and they're making billions.
Oracle and all these experts. You're probably going to run into quite a few of these people who like to get into these discussions.
Right.
And I'm just a novice. Do you speak Are you bilingual by chance?
Just English.
Just English?
English and American.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean that's the same thing.
Debatable.
Okay. All right.
Because our English is different from England's English.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I say Mexican is almost a language by itself.
It is.
To me.
I mean, I think it is.
Because they're very unique and.
Because have you ever traveled outside the United States?
Yeah. I was in the military.
Oh, you and me both. What branch?
I was in the Air Force.
Oh, okay. My dad's in the Air Force. He's in Afghanistan right now. I'm in the Navy.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
That's your dad is currently. You're a young guy then.
The looks could be deceiving.
Yeah. Can you say how long you've been on the force?
Me?
Yeah, and with your police departments or?
For this department, about a year.
A year?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then my other department.
Yeah, you're fairly new. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I asked your partner how long he's been on, and he couldn't answer that because we were in a bit of a standoff. All right.
What was your job in the Air Force?
I was a cop, actually.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
The SPs.
It
SFs?
It started out as an SF,
Yeah,
and then we changed over. Yeah, that's.
Well, why did you leave? I heard the Air Force has a really good SF gig.
Is it? All right.
I heard it was really good.
Okay.
Because I'm a corpsman in the Navy. I'm assigned to the Marines here in San Bruno. So,
You're scientific Marines, you said?
No, assigned.
Assigned Marine. Okay.
Yeah, I'm assigned to the Marines as their medical.
Medical?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I was in from 95 to 99. I mean, I just got in and out. Missed something?
Yeah, you just missed Afghanistan, Iraq.
Oh yeah.
The whole 9/11.
It was a boring time period. Yeah. It actually just felt like a job to me. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the same time period my dad was in. He was in since '87, and he's still in now.
That's amazing. Yeah.
He's been.
Yeah.
This is his 7th tour in Afghanistan.
Yeah, I just wanted to get into college right away.
Did you go to college?
Yeah, I got the GI Bill, and I was just.
Oh, nice! Congratulations.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Was it hard to get the GI Bill back in the day? Because it's a pain in the ass now.
Well, it was like just $100 a month. You just kind of for a year, put $1,200 in, get like 20,000 back or something like that at the end of your. Yeah, that's all I did is I just focused on college, but now I'm just a bum pretty much in front of the library using free Wi-Fi. It's not really amounted to much for me, but
it is what it is.
Yeah.
Well, what did you study?
Well, business administration, but
really?
I really haven't applied that to anything. It was just something I thought I needed to do.
A lot of jobs are looking at veteran preferences, man.
Yeah, I've seen that, and now that I hear about jobs increasing, I'm looking into that a little bit more seriously. But lately, what's been most profitable for me is recording cops when I get these are fairly rare situations, but they happen. You just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and I'm guilty.
Right.
I'd invite you to look at some of the videos I've gotten. I've gotten guns pulled on me. I've gotten arrested just for
hanging out.
Yeah, just being in the wrong place at the wrong time. I was like, one cop was like, "What's the crime?" And he was like, 2 days, and that was the crime. He arrested me. I was just.
Was it here in California?
Nah, I was in Idaho.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
different laws.
It's a little more extreme over there.
Yeah.
They have that stop and ID policy or something like that.
Stop and ID.
Or people say they don't have a stop and ID. Some states have a stop and ID policy.
What do you mean?
Like you have to surrender your ID on demand.
Well, yeah, it's just to see who you are.
Yeah.
Because here in the state of California, if you're detained, you still have to show your ID.
Yeah, and I have no problem doing that if there's a give and take.
Right.
For me, you know, I want to know who you know the person is requesting this.
Right.
In return,
Uh-huh.
you know, if you want my ID, then I want your ID as a fair exchange. You know, now that Trump's in office, in my view, it's, you know, I'm looking for fair exchanges with this, and also it makes for a good investigation on my part, just for my YouTube investigating.
No worries,
you know,
and like I said, you know, here in the state of California, if you're detained, you still have to ID. But in this case, I wouldn't mind giving you my business card with my name, my badge number, telephone number. If you have any questions, you could always call the telephone number.
Yeah. What's going on? Is he in his car?
Oh, he's looking around.
I heard a door slam. I don't really, you know, I guess I'm done on the internet. I don't know why I'm just kind of standing my ground and getting babysat. Am I being detained?
Yes.
Okay, and that's for the crime of...
Suspicious activity.
Okay, all right. All right.
You've been deployed anywhere? Well, during your time in service?
Have I been deployed anywhere? Yeah, well, I mean, I was all over the world.
You were active
mostly in the Asia area.
Oh, really? Like
so
Japan,
it was
Philippines.
I had a 3-year tour of duty in Okinawa, Japan.
Oh.
And then
okay.
Yeah, 3 years is too long as a single guy, though. That was awful. They suggest you really should be married for that.
For Okinawa?
And, yeah, because it's all guys.
I mean, back in the day, it was a little bit better, but now it's a lot more stricter. You know, you can't leave the base after a certain period of time. Like,
you know, there's a curfew.
There's a curfew.
That occurred because of it was a rape from a Marine group of Marines. This was like in the 90s.
Now it's tougher. So I mean, back in the day, you probably had it better. You could probably travel the whole country.
It was before I got there. I got there at like in '95, and this rape occurred in like '94.
Oh, okay.
And so I came right after. Yeah, like the street right outside the gate. That street was shut down.
Oh wow!
Because they just lost business. But I talked to a guy who was there in the Marines before I got there, and he was talking about how fun it was.
Okay.
I'm not really much of a partier myself anyway.
No worries. Anywhere else besides Japan?
Well, I mean, I just had short tours of duty. And,
Travis, right?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Got your name?
Good. So, closed business, you are trespassing, so you have to provide me driver's license.
I'm trespassing? All right.
Closed business. Okay.
It's a closed business?
I mean, can you go in there?
I think that's being unreasonable because I have Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
So you're stealing Wi-Fi?
Yep, I'm stealing Wi-Fi.
Okay,
Guilty as charged.
So cough up some ID.
How is that? Okay, I'm stealing Wi-Fi. What's the charge?
Cough it up.
What's the charge? And what's your name?
If you don't give us any ID, we may arrest you for failing to ID yourself.
Okay, I have no problem identifying myself. In fact, you just got my...
Do you have an ID
In fact,
card?
you guys identified who I am.
Do you have an ID card?
And may I get your identification?
Sergeant Albanese.
Okay.
Do you have an ID card?
May I see ID is in exchange? I don't have a problem exchanging names.
Don't play games, all right?
You guys are playing games with me.
We're going to slap some handcuffs on you and throw you in the county jail.
You're just playing more games with me, pretty much.
So you're going to hand over ID or not?
I have no problem identifying who I am.
Let's see some valid ID of some type. You know, a picture one.
What, is this a driving infraction?
Don't play games with me, man. All you're going to do is find yourself in jail.
Well, I can identify myself, and that's not illegal.
Let's see some. Yeah, it is because you're
see
trespassing.
some?
Trespassing is a misdemeanor.
Well, fine, whatever the charge is, but I can identify myself verbally too.
No, let's see some picture ID.
I can identify myself verbally. If you want to make up a law saying that
I'm not making up a law.
I think you're playing games with me because
I
can identify myself verbally.
Let's see some picture ID if you have some.
I'm willing to exchange picture ID. Otherwise, I'm willing to verbally identify who I am.
Listen to me. The reason why we need to see the picture ID is to confirm who you are.
I'm telling you, got my name. You got my name, Travis.
But just because it's
well,
your
where'd
name,
you get that from? From my car, right?
Travis, turn around.